The Dale Show. 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 Ooh. Let me get my prop. Let me get my prop tripod. Oh Lord. Oh my word. Y'all still there? Thank God. Ain't nobody here yet. Ain't nobody see that. Just if you're looking at this on playback, just ignore that last thing. Just ignore that every week. I got to fight to prove my love. Now today, Fat Benji, you just made me smile like a mug. Okay, because I am over here. You see, I gotta like hold up the light. The phone just dropped. But just seeing you, I'm feeling real fortunate. Now hopefully this thing don't drop. I'm gonna have to put it right here. Okay. I'm trying to I'm trying to get it together. Hey y'all, shout out, do me a favor and comment and shout out. And here go, I'ma add Sha. And I'ma just get on with the get on with the get on.
Yes, get on with the get on with the get on.
Hello. Yes, your
First of
phone
all, I'm still
is
doing my hair. Huh? You said what
your,
happened?
your phone was going slow, real delayed like.
Let's see. Did it catch up? Because now that I think maybe just having to get all the way on here. Is it still doing it?
No, now you on time.
Okay.
Now you right.
Love it.
Now all I got life secrets. Stacy, what's going diz out? Honey, let me tell you something. This
Listen.
show was just me and my friends. Okay. That's it. I don't know when I'm gonna face the fact. The thing about it too is, Sha, I'm looking at everybody else show throughout the week. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And I am just like, I just wish my show could be built up like that. But then when I think about being able to run in here at the last minute and join just on the phone and not have a lot of work to do, I'd be like, oh no. I just need my show to be
Just like this. Literally. Take your hair out of whatever bonnet it had on
that's it. And just run
and keep it moving.
ain't even zipping up. Okay.
That's
Because
it. Pajama pants are not
yeah,
optional. So
no, I'm like, Lord, just build it just like this. This is all I want. I just want to talk to my friend. And I think what it is too is I'm about to narrow it down. I'm literally about to have a rotational 8. I think
okay.
like it's you, it's Auntie Gwen. I'm gonna try to get Shawnee back on the show because Shawnee, she's real shy. Okay,
uh,
all the best topics in the world.
mm,
My nephew Kendall. Okay, then I'm gonna just have like three. Oh, Stacy, that's one of them. Stacy.
hmm.
So I'm gonna just have like just like I think it's just a few regular, and I think we could just build it like that. And then
That's
when some
it.
stuff on TV, it could just be all of us because that's how it is. You see the same panelists on the Larry Wilmore show and all of this.
And then that's like you said, if you ever want to ever do a panelist show, you do more people at the same time or one at a time. That's a
That-
good idea.
That's it because I
Hmm.
get myself in here. Okay,
Yes.
so
Yes.
like, and then I try to book this guest. Okay, Nova friend here. Shawnee plays the background. Child, I know Shawnee is supporting everybody. Let me tell you something about that humble spirit. This girl is already in heaven. Okay,
She
like
already did.
it's my best friend. She has. I'm telling you, she has something so special. She literally supports everyone. Like Sha, it's impossible for me. I can't go to many events to too many events and just support. Like one of them, I'm gonna need to grab the microphone. I'm gonna need to be on stage.
Of
I
course.
can't sit in the audience and be like, "All right, I'm just here." and she be just as happy to like support everybody. Like that is a real skill. That is like the Lord kind of humility, because
Yeah.
like two of them, I'm gonna be like, oh, it's Grace, my nephew younger than me. Oh, shy kids. Ah. Then the next one, I'm gonna be like, all right, let's get these kids out of here. It's time for me.
but
Well,
but that's like how I used to have a bad habit of when I used to go out. Every party I used to go to, I would take the mic to the DJ. Every party. There's never a time that I'm not like, let me get the mic real quick. Let me get the mic real quick. Let me get the mic real quick.
uh,
Switch it. I switch it. Let me get the mic.
because it's in us to perform. Like
Mm-hmm.
the world has two kind of people. It has the audience and it has the performers. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And the performers, she just can't just sit there. First of all, thank y'all so much for my hearts. Um, and Nova also too. Nova, because Nova always supports everyone, but Nova is like her performance comes in writing and creating. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She can do that because and Nova, I'm just learning this about you too, but I just feel like you can do that because your your writing ability, something about a writer is always looking for the performer's eye. So like a writer is naturally curious to go
Mm-hmm.
someone's delivery of material. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
ciao. Anyway,
Listen.
your day, okay?
Yeah. If I had to talk about what just happened the 5 seconds before getting on this air, like literally, I always say, and what I realize this now, child, what I realize now that as a married parent, I used to be one of those nice, kind, oh, how is your feelings? Going to timeout. Now that I'm divorced and a single mother, I'm beaten. I'm going. If you don't get, if you like, if you don't, so.
Yes.
Mhm.
So now you're like, guys, there's no one here to take your side. So do
No,
what I can do it the first time so we can avoid all of us feeling bad. Okay. I
exactly,
do this to you. You think I want to do this to
exactly. And I'm talking about literally that. But that's how I used to always say about not beating my kids. Like, I don't want to feel bad afterwards. I don't want to be like, I don't feel bad. Now I'm like, no, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'll lay down.
you?
I'll
Yeah.
have a glass of wine. I'll be fine afterwards.
That's, that's it. Everybody else will be fine too. Just wait till you get in your 20s. You can have this same glass of wine. And no, I'm telling you, that's why when we was little, like, my grandma, she partially raised me, because I stayed with her. So my mama could finish school. And honey, that's why you got the life beat out of you the first time. Because also too, I mean, well, I can't even say as a black child, because honey, I be meeting lots of white people and they be like, I got beat too. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Yeah.
The parent is training you. For a parent with multiple kids, a parent with just one child has time to just focus on her every energy on this one
Mm-hmm.
opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Mm-hmm.
that second child is born, you is just like, do what I say and do it the first time and don't have me say it again. And if I gotta say it again, it's gonna be twice as bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's because you're preparing them for the world. And when you got to go out and you got to make money and you got to be paying bills, you got to do all that. You need the children to learn quickly. And honey,
Yeah.
I know
I
from
get, I get it now. I like I said, I get it. I used to be all no, you shouldn't, and you shouldn't. Now I get it. I get it. I literally was one of those progressive parents, like, no, I believe timeouts work best. And no, I'm gonna
Nova
time
said,
your butt out.
Nova said, gotta play both roles. Ain't got time to pick a side. Just do what I say.
That's it. That's it.
And and,
Eh,
and what? Rarely do those kind of parents have children that end up in jail. All like none of my
mhm.
grandma kids ended up in jail.
Oh
Every
well.
that's
See, that's the problem with me because see, that's probably why I didn't beat my kids because two of my siblings ended up in jail. So that
was it getting beat?
yes.
Oh,
And so it's funny because my mama would be like, well, I wasn't beating y'all like that. And I'm like, but I remember beatings. I remember my brother having to get butt naked and getting beat. So
yeah.
there was
Ooh, but
beatings.
no, no, butt naked beatings. Now that's taking it far. Okay.
Oh, yes. No, I'm sorry. Butt naked, get out the bathtub, then getting beaten.
Ooh, you must have didn't do what I said the first time, like I said, do it.
Yes, and picking out the belt, the hole, like leaving the belt on the counter. Like man, my mother used to always do the visual. If you don't do right today at school, that belt will be on your butt, kind of thing.
Yeah, no, no, I thought you was about to be like, until you do right by me.
She was like, do right by them teachers, because that was my problem. I was always yapping in class.
Yeah, no, that's, I mean, me too. But it's the performer.
It's the
It's not
performer.
the,
Yes.
it's the performer. The performer needs to express themselves. And
Yeah.
it's not like, there are different schools for people that learn differently. And like
Yes.
our parents did not know that at the time because it
No.
was just one type of
School
school.
of thought.
You know what
One
I'm saying?
school of thought. That's it. One school of thought. That was you go to school to get a job, not to go to school to perform.
Yeah,
Perform.
form.
Per- Perform. No.
Thank
No. You don't. You don't believe in that.
Yeah, and I'm like, and thank God they knew to put me in some type of performance. First of all, I just want to say this: if you're looking at this on playback, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button right now.
Yes.
Not right now, right now, because now it's so much better than right now. And also too, if you're looking at this live, do me a favor and share this with two friends. Guys, thank y'all so much. I see
Yeah.
the numbers going up and down, but guys, I am just so happy that y'all come every Tuesday. And I just can't thank y'all enough for coming every Tuesday. I can't thank you enough for welcoming me and my guests, whom I just got to talking to and didn't even get a chance to introduce. My road dog, my podcast uh, producer and co-host, my co-writer for a feature film slash co-hustler. Okay, Sha Hayes is in the building. Thank you.
Bow, bow, bow. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for having me. Say that when you
Okay,
said it, I was like, all right. But I always just say, because you know how I always say every time we used to do the show, I could be dead tired as soon as I
yes,
get on him. Like,
because it is so it's just so fun. And you know what, every week I just be like, because like I heard the Holy Spirit say, just go on YouTube directly, just do one person. And I was just like, you just missed the bells and the whistles because StreamYard got this popping up. And how we used to go to StreamYard, but then also
yeah.
StreamYard got a $44 fee popping up every month too. And you like, okay,
Where's
with
that free? What's free 99? Yeah.
well, it's a free one too, but then it only goes to YouTube.
Mm,
Well, I could just go to YouTube, and I don't have, and also too, it just took that stress away from me. Now I'm having to look up videos and input the pictures and do all this when I could just go on here. And you know what, it really has proven to be such a great switch, because with just two people, we having more heart to heart conversations, and it
hmm
has helped me to now develop as a better host, like even
Yeah.
myself, because I'm going into ministry, you know what I'm saying? And what
Yeah.
I do is I want to be able to minister right here where there's three people, and eventually hire somebody to cut my into the show segments out. So and that's a whole nother thing, my motivational segments, you know what I'm saying? I need to go in,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'll put that on my list of things to do, because I got so
47,000. So I'm trying to share it. If I share it,
well, now we just got an answer to that question.
and now I got to discipline a child right now live on air. Go to bed.
First of all, join me in disciplining these dogs, because every week I gotta be like, dog. But we was so I couldn't discipline them. But back to that pop. That's why your parents did that quick pop. Because even with these dogs, Sha, okay, honey, I can tell them something over and over. But if I go out here and pop one, all three of them gonna sit out and get the message.
Oh, that's how they all are. They are literally. That's why dogs are truly children that never go off to college. I
Yeah,
always say that they really are. They are exactly the same.
yes.
Exactly the same. They babies that never go away.
They said, uh, Miss Nova said, you got to beat the devil out. I went to war on my son, but for my son's soul. Exactly. And now he is a very successful what private or sergeant in the army.
Come
You
on now. So she really prepared him then.
see really my son, midnight Stacy says, my son said, my mama don't play. Children need to fear a good butt whipping, okay, in my opinion. No,
Mhm.
hey, oh shucks, hold on.
Now you gotta discipline your light.
I gotta discipline this light. You do what I tell you to do. No, hold on.
Beat
I don't
it.
want y'all to see me do that in public. I don't want y'all to see me do that in public. This light better hold it together. You
Well,
see
what
that?
I'm gonna do about this daggone light? Beat it.
Um, you said you seem way more relaxed this new way. I am, Stacy. Like it is so relaxing to be able to just talk, and I really feel like now because good look Shawnee had told me to hit up this guy. He would be somebody great to talk to. So then I hit him up. Then he was just like, oh, you need to hit me up in advance, and then we could talk about it or whatever. So I was like, okay, no problem, understandable. So then I hit him back up and I was like, okay, what about, what's your next two Tuesdays looking like? And so then he saw the message and he said nothing, but people be on the go, and can't get right back to you. So no problem. Then I just hit him up again. It was like, okay, are you available by chance this Tuesday? Then I he saw the message and then he didn't. And the thing about it too is it really shined the light on, like, I really want to, not that I wouldn't enjoy talking to this brother, but like I just want to talk to my friends. Like
Mhm.
this podcast where this guy literally was like, I have all these amazing friends, and so I'm just gonna talk to my amazing friend. And me too.
Mhm.
I have
Mhm.
so amazing
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah, but like Michelle Obama's doing hers with her brother, so that just go to show that that's the
Yes,
best way to bring it out with people who know you.
yes.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
and that way you don't have to worry about it. And somebody is gonna be available. And if 18 Wayne gotta be on for 4 weeks in a row, then 18 Wayne's gonna be on for that's
Ain't
whatever.
she a traveling nurse?
Yes, she is. And she is always on here, honey. Um, okay, let's get to the topic at hand because I just keep seeing this, Sha, and I just love the fact that I'm gonna bring this up for your opinion. Okay, so
Okay, I love it. Let me find
I,
a mood. Go ahead, I'm listening.
today, it says I'm voting to release the Epstein files. Now, okay, I understand that the Epstein files probably have all the things that you know uh, President Trump has done, but because this man has gotten away with so much,
Mm-hmm.
he's a convicted felon and he's still the president,
34 count.
he just stole the presidency. So I'm just like, what is going to be the like, what are we, so when the Epstein files do come out, what is going to be the purpose? Are y'all with it? Are y'all, and y'all tell me this in the comments, are y'all with the release of the Epstein files? And if so, why? Please, I need to know. Shy, please answer that question for
I
me.
mean, it's like any juicy drama. You want to know the drama. You want to hear the juice. But is it going to matter? No. Other than his reputation, people that we've heard this man on a recorded camera with Billy Bush say, "I grabbed women by the pee," and
Uh-huh.
he still became president. There's
Yeah,
no more shock value. There's
yeah.
nothing shocking that this man can do that people are going to be like, like, would he? So it doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. People voted for this man. They wanted him in office after all that he has done. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. He said it. He could stand in the middle of Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody, and nothing would happen to him. He knew it. He knew the audience he was dealing with. He knew how to entertain people into getting what he wanted, and he did that. So, other than just getting the sequel to his story, that's other than that. That's, of course, I want to see what happened. Like, other than that, what he's the
So
president now.
you're with the release of the FC because I feel like basically they already been released. All the pictures that's been showing, this trying to pardon this Maxwell girl. I just feel like we already know what's in the FC files. And okay, next distraction. Let's get the next distraction.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing that can come out of it, if there's something that they could figure out that could be tied him to something criminal, and if that's the case, we've seen him get charged and convicted, and
and
still nothing.
president. So, and that's what I'm saying. So I'm just like, because, and this is just, I guess I'm asking for me, and I'm asking for the comments. Like, what are we wasting time on the Epstein? Like, what is the hugest deal when he's already a convicted felon? He's already president. So presidents have immunity. So what is that going to matter? Like,
I mean, you think about it, like the Inquirer and the Star and all those sensationalized magazines are still out. People still want to know. They don't care.
mm,
People that's the thing about it. They don't care about the outcome. They just want to know. We got to
mm,
know the T. Clock in the T, and that's the T we got to find out. So, like every
exactly.
time I go to the grocery store and I still see them, I'm like, these things still out, like because
Yeah.
people still want to know the business of celebrities. And then the bigger thing about it is more people are more like who he is than not like him, and that's why there's not a whole lot of shock value behind. Only difference is that this man is president.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Mm-hmm.
why there ain't a whole lot of judgment about his lifestyle. Like I remember I was watching this thing and somebody said, we got a president in the house that's had three baby mothers, six such many kids out of wedlock. Like at the end of the day, that's people like, oh, he relatable.
Yeah. Yeah.
you know?
People feeling right at home. And
Yeah.
also too, it makes me, when I see some of the things that is happening, and the fact that people voted for these things knowing they were going to happen prior to the vote, then I'm just like, okay, what are we crying about now? Because he's basically keeping up on his promises. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Um,
Absolutely. And they keep and there are people who literally voted against their own personal interests because he sold them this bridge for $1.
mm,
And that's just all it come down to.
uh,
Like,
They says, I'm concerned that innocent victims will be identified, and I'm not sure that should happen. The victims need to have privacy. Okay, all right. That's so you don't want the release of the files. Miss Nova said this man makes his own rules. January 6th and all 2025 is living proof.
absolutely.
Uh,
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
If
Okay.
you can incite an insurrection and then literally watch it unfold on live television, people
Yeah.
died, and this
Yeah.
man, like, it's unfathomable. I literally was just saying the other day, how do we get people, the same people who could vote for an Obama, could be the same people who could vote for a Trump?
Yeah.
I just, it's mind blowing to me that we
Yeah.
live in that kind of world.
Yes. And they all get pardoned. You know.
Oh yeah, and then he went back and pardoned the people who literally went through all those actions. There were people that they were talking about who he pardoned that had all these domestic violence crimes in their background. Like he literally
Yeah.
didn't. It wasn't like these good citizens, as he called them, and good Americans. These people had criminal histories and criminal records, and he was like,
With,
"Yep, yep, yep. You
with
too, you
some of
too."
them having y'all, give me 1 second. I gotta reprimand this light.
I'm gonna say, put it on timeout.
Sure. Hold on. You lucky I got a backup light over here, okay? Because I have one light that I like the way it looks. But
Just hold under
I'm
your chin.
gonna just have to go with this backup joint right here because see,
Well, you look good either way. The lighting is still lighting.
I know, but this other one is like real glamorous looking. But
And it's so funny because I said I was trying to go like do my ring light in the situation. I was like, we ain't got time for
I know
that.
it's good lighting make it. Hold on, I gotta get this light, y'all. Hold on.
Right here on the Dale Show.
No, this what I do it for y'all. This what I do.
It's
Okay.
like behind the scenes. This is like how you get to see the whole production. Like
Yeah,
you want a show that's like
yeah,
real and raw. You get to see the behind the
yeah.
scenes, the setup, the whole
That's
thing.
that's it. And you can see the setup break down at the same time. Okay. Um, First of all, if y'all looking at this on playback, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button right now. Not right now, right now. I want to thank all of my guests, like in the comments, y'all. Stacy, Midlife Secrets, Fat Benji. Oh, LaShawn Denise is in the building. Miss Nova is in the building. Beat Brains and Booty. She
Hey,
said, "Got her right
yeah.
here." So I want to just thank y'all so much. Also, Gary Covey. Gary Covey says, "Is it true your boyfriend's name is Eric Sean?" Gary, I don't even know no man named Eric Sean. Okay, so
He trying to get your boyfriend for real.
yeah, no, I don't know none, but please, if someone knows where my husband at, just send him my way, okay? Because I'm right here.
Miss
Um,
Nova's so sweet. She said, "Forget the light. You are the light." Come on, Nova. I love that. That was so
yeah.
sweet.
LaShawn Denise says, of course he wants to release them now. How do we know they were not cleaned up? Ooh. Um, uh,
That's a
first
good
of
thought.
all, you said blame Trump for the light. It's Trump's fault.
He get blamed for
Okay.
everything. He getting
I'm
blamed for everything.
so happy that my best friend LaShawn Denise is in the building because she called me with the most amazing topic, which was the prep. Have you heard of the prep drug?
The prep. It's a drug. Oh, the you said a prep drug.
Prep.
I think I seen a commercial for it.
Yeah, it's supposed to like prevent HIV. Let me.
Oh yes, I must say I know I've heard this name.
I
Yeah.
I know. PrEP or pre exposure prophylaxis is a prescription medication taken to prevent HIV infection. It is available as a daily pill like Truvada or Descovy, or as a long acting injection administered every 2 months. PrEP is highly effective at reducing the risk of HIV, but does not protect against other sexually transmitted STIs. So using condoms is still recommended. She was thinking about getting it. Now, just so y'all know, she is not HIV positive whatsoever,
Hmm.
but she was just thinking about getting it as a preventative measure. And we couldn't have the full conversation, but she was like, all these guys out here, the down low guys, married to these people. And she just wants to protect herself. But, Sha, as the person who trusts absolutely no hospital except for need to go to, you know what I'm saying, at the time. And I'm still looking at them with a side eye, like, where is that? Why do I need, like, I got medicine that I've been prescribed and it is still full to the brim because I'd be like, oh no, I'm gonna just take that shit.
they got a whole, they got a whole tumor on his outer neck. Like, no, I ain't taking this.
Do you understand when I talk about I get to that Bible and I curious everything shot?
I I do believe in that, and but I think there's certain things like this drug specifically. My only thing is that when you always hear these commercials, they get all these litanies of side effects. I'm like, you gonna give yourself something to keep from getting something. So that's the only issue that I'm always having with taking these drugs like this is that
And
they're trying to give you something to keep you from getting something.
I can't even believe y'all don't feel shame to say that. Y'all will be like this kind of drug will be like, it's a long acting injection administered every 2 months. It prevents it since the prep, may cause herpes, HIV, so,
Yeah,
may
blindness,
cause the same,
blindness.
but like, or death. What? Talk to your doctor if you're feeling death. I'm sorry.
You're dead.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I just always have an issue with taking things that are preventative. Now, I do believe in things that are when you have an issue with something. Yes, but if I have a headache, I'm going to get me some aspirin or some Tylenol or whatever. So that's the only thing. But certain things when it come down, I know you kind of when it come down to vaccine and stuff, you don't just want to push in and put everything in your body. But I also do believe that nobody's walking around with polio no more. Nobody's walking around with measles, like that. So I feel like there's some things that should be happening when it comes out putting in our bodies. But things like this, I'm like, I don't want to go blind just not to get HIV. So I think I'm good on that.
people like, give me no, the thing is, but you know what Nova says? So that gives people meal ticket to go raw dog. I mean, people going raw dog
They
without
going around that. There they are.
raw dog. And that's why I understand partially is because sometimes you are out here and you are with somebody and then bam, they not who they thought they were. You see what I'm saying? But I just am just like, because the thing about uh things that prevent things, I just feel like, do they have to give it to you? You know what I'm saying? So now they can prevent it. Then you look up years later and it's just like, bam, you got it.
He was dormant for 20 years, and all of a sudden, like, you got a little touch of HIV.
Yeah,
No.
and
Mm-mm.
because this what I'm saying is, first of all, these things that I mean, maybe I don't know how long you've been being tested, but or whatever. But I'm thinking of, they're doing something for prevention. So is if you don't take it, because it's a lot of medicine out there, and the doctor will tell you, oh, don't stop it on your own. You need to stop, because you can't just stop it on your own. We need to put you on something else, and then it stops like that. So I'm just thinking of, one, do you have a weakened immune system? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You
It's
stop.
so many things. So many things you got to look at.
But then also too, do they got to give you some? Do they got to give? I mean, she did say it's not a vaccine. Um, so it's not like a vaccine where it like tries to replicate something so that it can build up a defense in your system. But I just don't. Yeah,
I don't want to take anything to keep me from getting something. If I'm out here in these single streets, I'm gonna put these condom. I'm gonna put this condom to work. I'm gonna do the thing that's kind of been doing what it should be doing all these years. But everybody always say don't feel the same. We get all that, but neither does HIV. So it's like I think it's one of those things. But I get the fact that people wanting to. But if you're having multiple partners, I think you should probably still use a condom, because it does say it don't prevent the other stuff.
yeah,
So
yeah. I
that's
mean,
the other part.
with this though, leaving with this, because I'm like, who's the, who is going out to test this? You see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
who is going out to be like, I was exposed, and because I'm on the prep, nothing.
But imagine getting that call though, like a dude you've been dating, and he's like, "Yeah, so just went to the doctors and they told me I got a little, a little HIV, and you might want to get checked." And you're like, "Oh, fooled you! I've been taking the prep." Nah, like,
No, I think it's still dramatic. I even if you've been taking the prep, I think it's still dramatic for you.
of course, I would not be happy because of the fact, oh, I've been on this pill. Ah, and like
Yeah.
I would still be like upset.
First of all, Fat Benji, I see you in the comments saying, I love y'all forever. We love you back. You are just forever in my heart. Benji, thank you so much. Um, Miss Nova said, y'all scared me from the single market. Celibacy or baby daddy forever. Geez,
Where you throwing it back to the baby daddy, or what's happening?
I know baby daddy, honey. You just scared her back to the baby daddy. Because it's dangerous out here. She said, I had a friend that if you think your relationship is heading to intimacy, slow your roll and get tested to proceed with caution.
Yeah. Oh,
Yes,
I'm definitely a
yes,
proponent of that. I believe
yes,
in getting tested, everybody sharing the results.
yeah,
But the only thing about it is we do so know that you still have to wait. So if the last active person that they've been with was like was short window of time, you still gotta wait, because it takes a
yeah,
while. So
yeah.
that's the only thing about that. But I mean, I just feel like, I mean, at my big age, and I will pray and believe, I want to believe, but we do know it doesn't matter that if my partner, if you still out here roaming these streets after everything, but I think people don't think HIV and AIDS is the boogeyman no more. There was a time people like, oh, they would be worried. Now there's like, huh, that ain't nothing. They don't care.
You know what, Sha? And that's probably her reasoning for being like, I think I'm gonna get, because also too she did mention the statistic that it's now 5 times higher
Yeah,
because people aren't afraid of it anymore.
no,
And yeah, I mean, I understand. Like, I understand. I just am not trusting of, when it comes to any kind of medical or anything, I'm just be like, what is that? No, because
yeah, yeah.
I even will sell some stuff, you
Yeah,
know.
I mean, I just also feel like they definitely will give you stuff for you because they know people are always going to be sexually active. They're giving you something for 10 years from now, like, and there's going to be a class action suit where you taking prep. You can now sue because da 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 da. You have a third
As we
breast.
see, oh my God, as we see how they do them all. Oh my word.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm adjusting my, because girl, the battery about to die. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all just
This tech support, we going to have to call tech support.
no,
They'll
I'm
be-
I'm tech support and I'm the host and I'm the promoter. Guys, just
But I do remember years ago, I always tell this story about pills while you fix your thing. that this lady, I remember I went to the doctor telling them that I had a crick in my knee, and the lady was like, "Oh, you got arthritis." First thing she did, pulled her prescription pad and handed me, "Oh, you got to start taking these arthritis pill." And I sat in that car, and I remember the Holy Spirit said to me, "Don't take them pills." And I
Yes.
did not take, and literally, I never took them things. I'm about research like holistic ways to deal with that, and I did that, and I'm talking about literally 20 plus years later, I've not had an issue when it come down to that. But that's the other thing. You got to be an advocate for yourself when it come down to like let people just give you stuff because you never know. Especially, I always say doctors are drug pushers,
Sha,
and
Sha.
there goes this discipline of this.
No. That's it. What? Hold on, guys. It's going. It's Let me just put it right here because see, that's the thing is, what is this saying? Hold on. Let me put
That's
this
because
back.
they'll be like, I'm gonna put this apple and then lean this book and then put this
That's
earring.
exactly what I'm doing. That you know what? I'm doing all that so y'all can't see the double chin. But the double chin angle is the one that's gonna stay put. I need
So
to
you
show
like, let
y'all
me put this toenail clipper.
that's exactly what I'm
You
you can
like
see.
Rudy, come here, calling the dogs. Hold this phone for me.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm doing right now. Okay,
Oh, Jesus.
I got a toenail clipper with a board game with the lights. I mean, it's going down over here. Okay, also, so y'all just won't see this right here. So when I look back at the clips, I don't look like I'm 78 years old.
If you
Um,
ever been with Dale, she gonna find a way to make something
to
be Jimmy
prop up
Rig.
a phone.
So
To prop up a phone. And look, this the thing is now this is the tripod just on the desk that I could have just had just like this the whole time. But no, I need my paperclip prop up immediately. I did the same thing, Sha. I just like first of all, I am always curing myself in here. Okay. They just handed me some old headache medicine because I went to the doctor and I'm like, oh my God, my head, like, my head was hurting. And I'm thinking, like, what is going on? Because I'm on the pillow and I'm feeling like, do I got some kind of brain tumor? Then I went to the doctor and they was like, oh, take, gabapentin, which is like to relieve like migraines or whatever. But
mhm.
I was like, well, what is the natural cure? Because that means I'm gonna have to just be taking this for the rest of my life. I'm gonna take this, pill. And they was like, oh no, just as needed. But I was like, but this is not gonna fix the problem. Child, I went on YouTube
Mhm.
and look at this lady's some stretching exercises. And honey, when I tell you stretching my neck every day, because that's really what it is I woke up the other night and I'm like, oh, I know what it is. I'm twisted because the dogs be in the bed with me. So one is under here. Then I'm doing and
Yeah.
I'm probably moving in my sleep not to, you know, sit on them and but honey, them stretches stretch out that spine
Yeah.
and eight need now. I'm with taking some ibuprofen too. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a Ben Gay girl, honey. I love getting in the bed with the Ben Gay on with the icy hot.
Oh,
I
you
love it.
sexy. That is
Like,
sexy.
yes, like.
Who'd have been gay?
um, you said, Miss Stacy said, "Girl, that orange is your color." Oh,
It
thank you
is.
so much, Stacy. You said the light ain't working though. Stacy, this light better stay still. You hear what I said? Anyway,
Beat it. Oh my
you
goodness.
said Miss Nova said I lived with sciatica nerve for 3 weeks with pain management. On one moment with acupuncture and was healed. Ooh, pain never
Acupuncture.
returned.
That's a good idea.
Auntie Gwen is in the
Yes.
building. First of all, if y'all just joined us, you are kicking it on the Dell Show 2.0. Hit that subscribe button right now. And if you are watching this live, share this live with two friends. But Sha, please don't share this live with two friends because I don't want your live freezing. Okay.
I was
But
let's
the
test
rest
this
of
out.
y'all, share this live with two friends because I'm building it up every week and it's just so much fun. And anyway, I'm kicking it with my very good friend, co-host, podcast producing host, film writer, Sha comedian, Sha Hayes. Sha, let everybody know what you got going on and what's been happening in the world of Sha. I got one more topic, and but I like to take a minute so I can let people know what's going on in the world of Sha. What's on the mind of a black sexy mama these days?
Thank you very much, my love. Well, summer's ended, so I just finished my barbecue backyard comedy tour, so that's done. But I am getting myself back out there on stage. I said I'm gonna have to try to see a 2 years allowed in bars, but I'm going get back out there. However, but as you know, we've been writing, so that's most important, and still creating. So that's the bigger part of all that's been going on right now, but definitely just staying, busy and making sure that these creative juices keep on flowing.
Mm, yes.
Mhm.
Yes, 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 yes. Well, of course, I got to get to Shaw's expertise, which
Okay.
is relationship breaks down.
Oh,
Okay,
come on. Do I gotta pull up my therapetized? Put my therapetized hat up. Wait, let me
the
get my jam. Let me get my
therapist.
let me get my jam out because this is how I really
Let's get
therapize.
the let's get the therapist. I'm gonna just read this because I like to get these letters out, the ones that are. I'm a travel agent, okay? And y'all put this in the comments and y'all break it down. Tell me what's going on here. I'm a travel agent, a musician, and someone who genuinely enjoys good food and a good drink. Every now and then I'll go out to listen to music or grab a drink on my own if my boyfriend or friends can't join me. However, my boyfriend gets extremely uncomfortable when I do this, as if it happens all the time. He insists I'm doing it for attention and claims that any woman sitting alone at a bar is automatically viewed by men as single and looking.
Mm,
I'm not naive. I'm fully aware of the risk, and I always stay alert and guard myself when approached by anyone. What's frustrating is that his discomfort ends up ruining something that's supposed to be enjoyable and empowering for me, spending time alone and doing something I love. I'm
mm-hmm.
going to Portugal on a trip I won through work, and he's already giving me a hard time about the possibility of going out for a drink alone, even though it's pretty unlikely that a group of 60 to 80-year-olds on the tour will be interested in bar hopping with me. I'm just tired of being made to feel guilty for wanting independence and harmless solo time. What is going on in this relationship, and what does this girl need to do to cure it?
Break up with him. Because if a man is insecure about you going to a bar by yourself, child, what you do when you go to the, I don't know, 7-Eleven? Because that's going to be a bigger challenge, or the gas station. Because God knows that men really hang out at the gas station. But to me, insecurity is an unsexy thing, attribute on any man. So if you don't have the security of me, because again, I don't have to be at a restaurant, bar, any place. A man gonna come up to you. He gonna come up to you, no matter where you are, and that shouldn't be. He should feel secure in their relationship enough to entrust that they would be okay, or she would be okay, no matter where she is. That's an insecurity, and it's also about control. Not, I don't want to be controlled by nobody. Mm-mm.
Somebody had a good point with this, and it says, "How would you feel if the shoe was on the other foot?" He addressed his concern, and it is true that the perception is a woman sitting alone in a bar is looking for company. Bar hopping alone, is kind of scary. Somebody else said you could wear an engagement ring when you go out. And also too, I just feel like because obviously this person isn't breaking up with a person, but I just feel like I would ignore it. I would definitely learn how to ignore, because the thing about it too is uh we can't let how someone views the thing that we're doing shape our happiness either. You know what I'm saying? So we can't let it shape how we're going, but we
Mm-hmm.
also can't let it shape our happiness, because the thing about it too is if the breakup is always the answer, then we can't be with nobody, because every problem
No.
is going,
I get all that, but here's the other question. Of course, we can't ask this. Then why is he not going to the ball with her? Is she asking for solitude? Is she asking for him to not go with her? Because that's the other part. Like, why does she have to go? Because why is the bar the place for solitude? Because when you go, there's other people there, so you're not really going to be alone. You're going, and it is going to be with other people there. So what are you going to the bar for? Because then
Sha,
there's
I
that other
think
part.
you just sided with him.
I'm just trying to understand like you're not going to a bar to just be alone. Like that, like I just want some quiet time to myself. That's not what you're going for.
Well, but the thing about it too is I think about a bar, okay? And I think about like, and maybe I don't know if maybe she's using term bar, but like I like a lounge. I like a
Okay.
place that has great music. I can grab a drink. I can talk to a stranger. I don't have to talk to a male stranger, but like I do like a lounge environment. I'm not going out at 9 p.m. to a coffee shop. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
9 p.m. means you're going out to a bar because
You
those
hear
are the places that
music.
are open.
Yeah.
The music is going, you're relaxing. It doesn't matter. I can dream with music on. You know what I'm saying? So, but I got a feeling that she likes her alone time at a bar. Let me just see
Well,
what they said in the comment. Go ahead.
okay.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, but the thing about it is, I can imagine they probably have two different personalities. She's more the extrovert, he's probably the introvert, and he probably doesn't want to go. And she's like, "Well, I like going out. I want to hear music. I want to drink." And he's probably not the drinker. So there's probably a variation of things going on. But if that's something she likes, but if it's also is something that bothers him, she can also invite him and say, "Hey, you can even come with me, but I do like going out." And at that point, if he says no because that's not my thing, then it got to be respect on both ends. You gotta respect that
Well,
I like
well,
being
the
in the
thing
bar.
is, she does say when every now and again I like to go out to listen to music or grab a drink on my own if my boyfriend or friends can't join me.
Yeah.
So that's you don't join her or you don't want to go, and now you're complaining that she is going because that's the thing is, and I feel like let's check, rather than ruin the relationship, let's check your complaint environment. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm,
Like, oh,
mhm.
I'm just not gonna listen to any complaints, any complaints right now. Either you're going with me or that's it. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
just feel like it's gonna turn into something bigger though. Cause like I said, to me, that's an insecurity thing. Cause the first thing you're thinking is she's going there because she wants to pick up people that want the interaction, attention of somebody else. And if that's your first top of mind, as opposed to be like, all right, babe, see you later, see you when you get back. You
yes,
kind of thing
yes,
like that, as opposed to just really kind of like believing that. I mean, granted, listen, in my single days, I went to the bar to meet men.
yeah,
like,
yeah,
like
yeah,
that's what I went to the bar, but we would sit at the bar with my girl. And then it's also written in order to attract men to go to the bar by yourself. And I ain't trying to put that out there, but it is a way in which because more men are
y'all.
intimidated when
Give me
there's a
1 second. Let me call y'all back. I'm on my way to a bar.
I'm telling you, like all these stats say the best way to meet men is go to nice like hotel lobbies and go to the bar because more men are less intimidated when they meet a single woman by herself than a group of women because they're like, they're gonna have the peanut gallery around, so they don't want to engage. So they would normally not come up and say anything. But when you're by yourself, it's normally like a way to just, hey, how you doing? You look nice today. And that often starts the conversation. So
Mm, mm. Guys, I'm on my way to a bar tonight. Okay,
you ready.
that's it.
You look ready to go, that's for sure.
Honey, I was on my way dressed earlier, to do some work, for myself. But maybe I will step out. I mean, it is a nice place around the corner. Okay, Gwen says, "Do you, honey?" Stacy says he is a control freak. Run.
Hmm.
Nova says perception is not fact. And did she also say first communicate to him this is her empowerment moment because going to the movies alone was liberating to me. That,
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying? Like if you go into the movies alone, you might. That's the thing is, I feel like we need to check his complaints and check his insecurity.
Hmm.
Um, also too because he probably goes to a bar alone to meet someone. If he's going to a bar alone, he's definitely going to meet someone because that's what
Hmm.
he does. So that's what he's projecting onto you. But then let's also check, I would just express to him that, honey, I can meet somebody anyway. I can meet him at the grocery store. I can go to, you know what I mean? Like
Oh, he knows
they're
that.
all, yeah.
That's the thing. He knows it.
Yes, the bar may make her feel liberated, whatever her personal reason. The two should come to terms. Live and let live, because my liberating moment will have me on a flight to Dublin
Come on.
alone.
Come on now.
Yes,
And that's for sure.
yes,
And I'm gonna say I don't and matter of fact, I will be at the bar in France.
yes, yes. In Portugal, where she's
Right.
going. Y'all, I cannot thank y'all enough. I cannot thank my guest, Sha Hayes, enough. My road dog, my co-millionaire.
Come
Okay,
on now. Yes. Clay, clay,
co-millionaire
clay.
in this building. Let everybody know where they can find you, and don't y'all go anywhere because after this we have the good news segment, and we have the epiphany of the week. So, Sha, let everybody know where they can find you.
I'm all things Sha Hayes, and that's SHA, and then Hayes, HAYES. All things on social media.
Okay. Thank you so much, Sha,
Thank
for
y'all.
joining me on the show. I really appreciate it.
Thank
And
you.
yes.
Thanks for having me. Have a good night. Thanks, everybody. That's time for my wine. Bye, y'all.
Okay. See you later. Y'all don't go anywhere because I got the good news of the week, honey, and I done pulled them up and I remember to airdrop them and I am just like, come on and get my airdrops going. Let me see. Oh, there they go. There they go. Honey, it has been a good news trajectory starting with Mackenzie Scott. Ever since she left Jeff Bezos, child, she has just taken that money and she is putting it into all type of HBCUs. Mackenzie Scott, Jeff Bezos' ex-wife, shows up for HBCUs once again with $19 million donation to Voorhees University. Let me tell y'all something. The message last Sunday when I was in New Orleans, or a couple weeks ago when I was in New Orleans, I went to church, my auntie went to church, and the message was like, don't separate yourself, and don't also too, sometimes we are separating ourselves from people that we are called to because we are saying that they are causing us pain. And I know, with when it comes to like race relations, sometimes we're called to other people, we're called to other races so that they can help us and we can help them. If we've got the Lord's light, they may have, I don't know, but we're called to them. And so um this is what the Lord means by that, is that, not separating, because honey, he got the wealth for us, and the wealth is going to be coming, and through whomever the Lord chooses to send the wealth through. So we're not going to have just a black man. The Lord is going to add everybody to you so you can bring the light to them. You know, that's why he opens doors for us, is for us to bring the light. Here's another good news thing. The initiative that wants to turn underrepresented filmmakers into award season contenders. Picture Motions To Be Seen is providing award season marketing support to Bob Trevino Likes and Speak, two independent films that a company is getting behind to put marketing support. So people went out there and they did their own project with their own money or the money that they raised funding for, and then a company sees it and they're going to market them so that they get award season support. I'm talking about the good news is on and popping. I like this segment so much of the show is because you do need to know that the good news is pop. Like, when you're looking at the news, honey, the news wants you to be fearful and it wants you to go to bed in doubts. And the Lord is letting you know, honey, it doesn't matter what's going on in Babylon. I'm blessing my people. And the reason why they get blessed is because they keep going. Thank you so much, Brains and Booty. You said, okay, Kev, Blex Magazine, Blex Media, Kev on stage, Big Jaw, and more join Tubi's first ever creator led series slate. You know what's so crazy about Tubi? Which just picked up my show, the Dell's Juke Joint is going to air on Tubi as well. Tubi is a free platform. Sometimes I remember when I wanted to do my special, I sent it over to Netflix, and I know somebody over there, so I got their email address, and it was like a little journey to get their email address, and I hit them up so many times, and made them watch it, and they watched it, and it was just like, I love the special, but we just don't have space for it over here on Netflix. And I was just so heartbroken. And then but I already had a Lord already had got me a distribution company. Okay, mind you, I'm heartbroken with distribution for my special. Okay, and then this place gets it on to Amazon Prime. They get it onto Sirius XM. They get it onto JetBlue Airlines. I mean, it's literally playing at so many places. Okay, and then I started walking around, like, a few months after it got put on these platforms. And I remember it was on these platforms in like August or something, like, maybe September or something like that. And then in November, somehow, some way, Amazon started populating the special. And everywhere I went, somebody was like, "Hey, I saw your special. Hey, it came up on my TV. I was watching something and it just came up on my TV. Hey, I saw your special." And so I just say all that to say the Tubi, and of course my special is on Tubi too, but I wanted it to be on Netflix. Netflix is the giant. It's just like it's a name, it's a prestigious name. But the Lord said, this is where all your people at over here. This is where they're gonna be watching that. Okay. And so I say all that to say I wasn't even thinking about, I mean, of course I would love to have it on Netflix. I would love to have it everywhere. But when the Lord green lighted on Tubi, now it doesn't come with no huge, money up front on Tubi, but Tubi has 100 million subscribers, and most of them are black. That's where the black people are. And the Lord keep telling me, honey, it don't when you tell me you want to have a some high visibility, just leave it in my hands, and that's where I will take it at. Because high visibility, sometimes you may not get the check, but you may get the visibility you want, so the money can keep coming in. Anyway, Kev on stage, Big Ja, two brothers that's been doing it, like doing it. They sell, producing everything they sell. God made men. Got series on Tubi, and I'm on Big Ja's series, Lesbian Homie. Yes, Nova, trust God. Jaden Smith, Will Smith's son. Okay, Jaden Smith built a restaurant where paying is optional. If you're broke, you eat for free. You can afford it, you pay others. Jaden Smith turned kindness into a business model, and it's working. He calls it, let me tell you the name of the restaurant. It's called the I Love You Restaurant, a pop-up food truck. At first he did a pop-up food truck on LA Skid Row. And then he built a whole restaurant where paying is optional. Jaden Smith. I'm talking about the Lord's people is out, and they shining bright, y'all. They shining bright, and they doing it. This other landlord, guess what this other landlord did? This other landlord he popped up to his tenants and gave them free rent for the rest of the year to help them with the hard times. Child, where's that landlord at? Okay, is he out here in LA? Yes, he is out here in LA. Because guess what? Pray to the Father the things you want, and the Father shall bring it in. Do you understand? This is not the man. The Tubi is not the man. All these things are because the Father is on the throne. He is in control. Okay, got one. I got two last ones. Oh, I meant to talk about the blackout. The mass blackout. Mass blackout is coming November 25th through December 3rd. Are y'all with it? Are y'all with it? Are y'all doing the mass blackout? To me, I feel like when it comes to the mass blackout, why are we doing it for a couple of weeks? If we're blacking out these companies because they are Trump supporters and we are not, with the things that he is doing, let's black these companies out. Period. Like how we did Target. Let's just black them out. You know what I'm saying? You said what? What is that mass blackout? No, the mass blackout is we're not asking, we're shutting it down from November 25th to December 3rd. The largest economic blackout protest in history begins November 25th. So people are not shopping at this. I saw a video that says if you want to do a mass blackout, here are Trump's biggest supporters: is Domino Sugar, Waze, Arby's, WhatsApp, Target, Buffalo Wild Wings, Goya, Whole Foods, and I forget what this other T is for, but anyway, those companies right there with the Waze app, Dasani, Target, Buffalo Wild Wings, Whole Foods, Arby's, Domino's, Sugar, the WhatsApp. So, but I feel like, what are we doing it for just a couple of weeks? Like, if we just took these companies off the map, shut it down. Let's just take them off the map. But they said no major retailers for the during the blackout time. No major retailers. So, uh, I mean, I'm with no major retailers, during for the 2 weeks. But I feel like some companies we can just. I know one thing. I'm gonna just go ahead and take them off. I had already took a lot of these companies off, but I didn't know about Buffalo Wild Wings. I don't use Waze. Domino's Sugar, I could easily take that off. Arby's, honey, I've been black them out because I don't even go in Arby's. What's up? Okay, I can not have that, but I don't, I can not have that. Goya, I can definitely not have that. Dasani, I cannot. You said I live with a Trump supporter, and he's the most pro-black, blackity black ninja. It's a lot. I was telling these people at this white party, it's a lot of black Trump supporters, and I can understand. I can understand. People are tired of voting for a certain team that has not advanced the black culture. When it comes to Trump has put the most money in HBCUs. I mean, let's put the money where the mouth is. If we're voting for a certain team, okay, what is this team doing? Because that's where the team has lost a lot of support at, is because when you look back, you're like, okay, what are we so adamant about this team for when we can't see the financial gain from it? But then uh, those people who are adamant, you know, Trump supporters, and on the other side, they really need to look and see what the team, because basically it's all the same team. You know what I mean? It's all the same team. So, Biden had student forgiveness, you know, Barack saved the banks, but Trump did put the most money into the HBCUs, and we do need to invest in HBCUs. Now, you're dismantling the DEI programs. Those things uh we wasn't benefiting from in the first place, so they needed to be dismantled, because what do you have a diversity inclusion program for if it's not including diverse people? So I can understand why people are Trump supporters, but people need to be God supporters over anything, because that is who is getting it done, and we control it. We control everything that we want to see with our mouth. That's why it says in Proverbs 18:22, death and life are in the power of the tongue, and those that love it will eat its fruit. And it's because we, our only uh soul support is from the kingdom, you know. So anyway, it's for, from, and for the kingdom. So anyway, Kickstarter and Tubi team up to support indie filmmakers. Here go Tubi again, honey. When I tell you, here go Tubi again. Independent film just got a new pipeline. Kickstarter and Tubi have joined forces to create Film Stream Collective, offering filmmakers something rare: real funding and guaranteed promotion. That was by Ebony Magazine. I'm talking about, let me tell y'all something. Look, if your timeline is not showing you these things, check your timeline. Check what you're checking, because you need to make certain that the good news is coming in, Now, my light ain't fall this time. The light just went slam off, okay, because the battery died and I just need to get a real charger. But thank you so much, Light. You say here for Tubi. Who owns Tubi? Let me look it up real fast. Who owns Tubi? Let me see, because girl, I hate to even look people up. Who owns Tubi? Oh, Fox owns Tubi. Okay, Fox owns Tubi. So yeah, Tubi. Here's the revelation. First of all, if you're just looking at this on playback, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button right now. If you are looking at this live, share this live with two friends. But here's my revelation of the week, guys. You know, I just think about the Lord's daughters so much. Black women, women, period. But my all my concern is always black women. But I was just thinking about why so many of us are single, and I remember some nights praying to the Lord, like, Lord, why are your daughters like where are your daughters' husbands? Why are your daughters single, Lord? Like send husbands for your daughters. Then I just recently, first of all, I did go to the Adam Blackstone party last week. Okay. And I was thinking about, I was just looking around, and at the party, it was all of these powerful women. Like, I remember at the end of the show, Adam Blackstone, if you don't know, is the person who helped Babyface, who also created the Waiting to Exhale soundtrack with Babyface. So he is, so anyway, so at the end of the show, people were coming up to the stage and they were like, "Oh, so and so wants to take a picture with you. She's the head of Billboard, black woman, And then my homegirl was like, "Oh, well, this girl does this for Adam, but she's also a TV exec, black woman." And then the Lord revealed to me that that is why a lot of his daughters are just walking with him. It's not that we're single and we're alone. The Lord is walking with us in this season because we are running things. That room was full of powerful women, and it was all black women. Like, it was a couple white people up in there, but every time somebody was a huge title, it was a black woman. It was black woman here and it, and I'm talking about, and the Lord is trusting us, and we're walking just with him, because when we walk with him, we can hear from him. See, when we're in relationships that are not God ordained, it's almost like, and I'm going to be pretty graphic with you. When you get inserted, okay, and because we're supposed to be celibate until marriage. But when you get, when you are with a man and you get inserted, it's not that you're getting penetrated uh, underneath. Your ears are getting clogged, because that's what's going in. Something is going in here where you cannot hear from the Father. And the Father, to give you the wealth, like, the Father has the husband for us, but he needs us to get out of the way so he can give us the man he's fashioned for us. But in that time period, he is trusting us, and he is leaning on us to do a job, to make good decisions, and to walk with him. And when we walk with him, he just adds to us and gives us so much joy. And even though we're just like, okay, I want to have somebody and I want to hold somebody or whatever, but without the Lord ordaining that someone, it's stressful. So I would rather have this period of my life where I'm walking with the Father, and he is adding pure wealth to me, and I can hear next steps, than to do it my way. And you said we supposed to handle his business. That's exactly what we doing, Nova. That's exactly what the Lord's daughters are doing. We are handling his business. And I just had to put it out there, because that's what the Lord revealed to me when I was in that room, and I just was looking at all these I'm talking about, black women, you know, running over here and doing over there. And this was just like a glimpse of it, but it was just like, wow, he is relying on us to handle his business and to make great decisions. And we can hear from him when we're just walking with him. You know, this is not to say we can't hear from him when we are walking with a husband, but husband means ordained, led by the Father, under the covenant. So, yes, we can hear from him too, but until then, we walk with him. And even in Isaiah 54, it says, your maker is your husband. So he husbands us. We don't live a less life. He husbands us. He gives us the best of everything. And if he gives us the best of everything, that means he's got the earthly husband for us too. So, you say we supposed to be clink clink too. What does that mean? Anyway, y'all, thank y'all so much for coming every week to the Dell Show. It's building up. I'm just so happy that y'all come each and every week, and I just can't thank y'all enough. And yeah, meet me right here every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern. God bless y'all. Oh, abstinent celibate. Yes. Okay. Um, Meet me right back here next Tuesday. Thank y'all so much. God bless y'all. And I will see y'all next week on the Show. I know about. I see what you said. Bye, y'all. Love y'all.